The date of recording this is October 8th, 2025. That's 10/8/2025. Now that September has ended, I realize that I have made no money during the month of September. Today, I wanted to make a video going into why that is. Why didn't I make any sales? Why didn't I make any money? In fact, I actually lost money and had to issue a refund. The point of my channel is to show you guys the authentic daily life of an entrepreneur at a young age. You're not always going to make a lot of money. You're not always going to do everything perfectly, never make any mistakes. There will be certain months, certain weeks, maybe even a year or so where you do not do as good as you initially intended. So to start this video off, we're going to try to find out what happened. What exactly went wrong? How do I not make any sales over the course of an entire month? So let's dive straight into it. So as you all can see here, I do have my Shopify dashboard pulled up and we are on the analytics page. So when we go ahead and filter for all time, so the store made its first sale on March 22nd, 2024, and we ended off at the end of September, then we see that the sale count is at $49,395.71. This isn't horrible. It's not bad. Obviously, my goal is to have the store well over 100K by now, but we all start somewhere. However, when we go back to the date and we go ahead and change this to September 30th, we see that that number is no longer 49,000. As a matter of fact, it is actually below 49,000, sitting at $46,909. So what exactly went wrong? Well, as you all know, part of being an entrepreneur means being a risk taker, okay? We always want to further optimize, we want to further adapt, and we want to make sure that we can scale not only our business, but obviously our results as well. Because I had a mediocre year for this business, I decided to take a different route with my advertising. I went on ChatGPT to get some advice and to see if we could spitball ideas. And ChatGPT advised that I actually separate each of my Google Shopping campaigns by brand. By doing this, I can see which brands are succeeding over the other brands on my store and adjust my budgeting accordingly. So if I see that brand number 3 is outperforming brand number 1 in the month of July, then I can up the spends on brand number 3 and lower the spends on brand number 1. Now, this is a great formula to use and it's a great idea. It's very logically sound. However, it is long-term thinking. Now, because we are nearing the holiday season, and that is Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, New Year's, essentially the days that a lot of people go online shopping and getting gifts, it is not wise to put your ads in the bid strategy learning phase during this time period. You want to make sure that you are utilizing what already works, even if there is something better. Or at least that's where my mind is at right now. I could be wrong. I'm not all knowing. I'm not an expert, but I have been doing this long enough to be able to tell when something is a good idea versus a bad idea. Keep in mind, this video is not me making an excuse, okay? I'm not sitting here saying, yeah, well, I couldn't make any money because this, and this. I couldn't make any money because I'm in college. I had too many exams. I'm broke, blah, blah, blah. I'm not making any excuses, okay? We're simply looking at the data, understanding why it turned out the way it did so that we can fix it in the upcoming months. And this isn't even accounting for outside factors. Maybe a lot of people don't even like to spend money in September. Maybe they're saving their money for the holidays now that the holidays are coming up soon. Who knows what the real reasons could be? With that being said, now that we've come to identify the problem, it's time to figure out some potential solutions. So how exactly am I going to solve this problem, you may ask? How can I ensure that my store makes more sales again? Well, I want you to pay attention to the last word in my previous sentence, again. Because I am not necessarily a beginner with the store, I already have data saved into several ads campaigns over the course of the last year. Now, even though it only made around 40,000 in sales, that doesn't mean that it was unsuccessful, okay? I changed my advertising approach, not because it wasn't working, but because I wanted to better it. So now that we're starting to run low on time and we want to make sure that we do well this holiday season, I'm going to revert back to the other campaign that I was using, go back to target ROAS, which is target return on ad spend, and go from there. My hope is that I can at least mimic the previous results that I had from this last campaign. Even though they weren't the best, they were still better than nothing. Additionally, I'm going to take a lot of time to research email marketing, retargeting, I will be starting retargeting once again. So as soon as I get down the meta retargeting campaign, I will show you guys how to create that, how to implement it, and hopefully it works well for all of us. We're now nearing mid-October, so now is the time to pick up the pace. As a matter of fact, if you have not started on your entrepreneurship journey, if you have not even started your store, now is the time, because next month and December, you're missing out on hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars if you don't have your store already set up. Now, if you need a store set up and you either need hands-on help or you would like to outsource and have somebody else do it for you because you don't have a lot of time on your hands, I have two packages for you. I do build people's stores for just $40. I will design your store from top to bottom and add what we call dummy products, which are just placeholder products so that you can reach out to brands and get authorized and they think that you're already established. And I also have a premium Discord server. You can join this Discord server for just $25 a month. It's cancel anytime. We currently have around 20 members. You get one-on-one monthly calls with me every single month that you're in premium, along with a channel where I did the product research for you, a store feedback channel to submit your website for reviews from your fellow community members, and a general channel where you can network with other community members. But yeah, guys, we are still on the road to 50,000 in sales. I'm assuming we will hit that very, very soon here, hopefully. So fingers crossed. I will continue to keep you guys updated on my store. And I will continue to try to help out as much as I can. Like I said, the whole point to this channel and to my TikTok, follow me at Tyler Bowles Continued on TikTok if you haven't already, is to show authenticity. It is to show you guys what it really looks like, okay? Because social media as a whole is kind of utilized to only show the good, to only show the peaks. It's not really used to show the blood, sweat, and tears before you get to those moments, right? All these months that I'm going without making a single sale, all these months where I might have spent a lot of money on advertising and not gotten anything from it. These are moments that I want you guys to be able to see so that when I do actually make it to the top, you know that I did it legitimately, okay? Make sure you guys hit that subscribe, hit that like button on the video, and stick around. I almost gave my outro for my other channel, but stay blessed, stay happy, stay motivated, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. What's up, y'all boys? It is Tyler from the future. This is currently October 21st at night. I did go ahead and implement those changes that I said I was going to make in this video, and we did make two sales. One was for $50 and one was for $765, and that was only within a week of me making these changes. So obviously we are doing something right now, especially after such a slow month like the one we had this September that just passed. I want to continue to make these videos for y'all so you can see the realistic side of things when you are aspiring to be a successful young entrepreneur. We are currently at $47,700 in sales. We are still on the road to 50K. Obviously, y'all will be the first to know when I make it to that beautiful number. But anyway, thank y'all for staying to the end. I love you all so very much, and I'll catch y'all in the next video, which I should be releasing very soon here. Peace out.